Yeah. We back.
Hey.
What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady Love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast.
And we back.
Yeah.
Like we never left.
Yes, y'all tuned into the Raising Kings podcast. This is your girl Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
And this is Hefe, Mr.Nobody. We back again, man.
We back again as usual.
Black History Month.
That's right.
Black History Month. Black Lives Matter. Hence my little turban.
Yeah, hence my naturalness.
We back on again, baby. Let's do what it do.
Black Lives Matter, baby. Thank you very much.
At all costs. Always. So we gonna come today. We gonna give y'all a little Black History episode. You know?
Right. We want to know how much information you're giving your child about their past, about Black history and all, or what's going on today in Black history news. You ain't even got to go back, because I'm not even gonna lie, it's a lot of things that I don't even know about our past, because the shit been covered up and swept underneath the rug so much. You know what I mean? Everything that we've invented as Black people, light bulb, it's been taken. Light switch, hair products, perm, this, that, and the other, curtain, all that shit, bruh, was from Black people. Yeah. So a lot of that shit's been covered up now to make it seem like white folks made it up or whatever. White folks made it or whatever. But how much of that do you really know? And how much of it are you teaching your child? I did something. I had a little epiphany today. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I knew from this morning, I texted everybody and I was like, yo, I got the dopest fucking episode title. It's gonna be Black Lives Matter. All right. And in my head, I'm going to fucking dress in a dashiki with my fucking what's the name on. You know, I'm going to come in here like coming to fucking America. I want the fucking red carpet laid out. I want all of that shit. No. I want all of that shit happening, okay, while I walk in with my fucking shit on my head, my little fucking turban, and my fucking dashiki, and all of that fucking shit. No sandals on. I want rose petals coming out after me while I fucking walk around and shit like that. That was my vision. Then I checked my closet for anything African.
Nothing.
I don't even fucking own a fucking Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, like, you know what I mean? That really enlightened me. And then I called my sister. I'm like, yo, do you have anything African American? Like, you know?
Yeah, like African
you got anything
pride.
African pride?
Something
now,
for the
I
culture.
know exactly. I know my sister in New York, blackface, you know what I mean? First _ black,
Right.
whatever. whatever her fucking name is, bro. My sister who lives in New York, Brooklyn, she's
about the culture.
Yeah, she about the culture.
She's
She got
there.
all that shit. She's deep in that shit.
She's deep.
And I just feel bad because I'm not. And, you know, my son asks me questions from time to time, you know, about things, you know, certain shit happens or whatever. I'm like, where did you sit at today in the bus? I hope you didn't sit in the back of the bus. You know, Rosa Parks fought for us so we don't have to sit in the back of the fucking school bus.
Right.
You know, back on any bus, you know, Metro, any bus. You can sit in front of the school bus, okay, babe? Don't sit in the back. I hope you didn't sit in the back. He was like, what are you talking about? So, like, he doesn't know, and I don't really know how much to tell him that's going to really resonate with him. So I wanted, you know, everybody who doesn't, you know, even though we don't know a lot of our past, let's enlighten them with the things that are happening current or in the future, or things to get them ready for. There's a lot of kids that are graduating or about to graduate, you know, that we got to prepare, we got to prep and get ready for society, you know, because they've been so sheltered.
Is because, like, it was crazy because, like, they were off for Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
So, and my son knew about Martin Luther King in elementary, but he was like, oh, who's Martin Luther King? I wanted to slap him. I wanted to slap the fuck out of him. But I was like, I can't blame him because what am I doing?
To
you know what I'm
show
saying? To
him.
show him or to teach him about his history.
And Martin Luther
To
King
keep it
alive.
because, you know, they're weeding that shit out of schools. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the thing about it is, from like my kids, you know, my ancestry is from Haiti. My mother and father's from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? So what I spoke to my kids about was about how
Haitian independence.
the Haitian independence,
Right, how it all came
Haiti
about.
was the
The
first
strongest
country,
in the Caribbean.
in the Caribbean that had their independence. So that's what I spoke about for Black History Month and things like that, about how Haiti became independent and helped other countries too,
Right.
to become independent also.
Right.
So that's what I told them about. You know what I'm saying?
Because it is their heritage. It's a
No
part of
question
them.
about it. These are things that is not taught in school. I mean, I
not.
can even go deeper that I spoke to my
Please
daughters
do.
about.
Let us know.
Deeper
Tell
about
us.
like
Tell us.
Egypt and things like that, about Napoleon and
Yes.
all kind of stuff. But that's like going so deep in not really deep, but it's still our history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Egyptian
It's-
history.
you know, when we talk about raising kings and we talk about kings and queens, this is literally this is real deal Holyfield stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we were really kings and queens. I mean,
Right.
gods for
Right.
real. You
We
know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
Nefertiti.
So, yeah, so
We talking
it's
about
not
all that good
This is
stuff.
not fictitious shit that we just talking about, that we just saying, we just speaking stuff into the air. This is like real deal stuff. These are things that the regular curriculum in schools, they're not teaching us these things. They're not teaching us knowledge of self. They're not teaching us how we're actually really gods, man.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As
Absolutely.
black folk,
Right.
we are really truly kings once we understand knowledge of self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These things are lost in our history.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
And these are the
agree.
things I want to teach to my kids and make my kids understand who we really are. To understand the power that we have
Right.
as black folk, as black people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So these are
I
just
agree.
few things I'm talking about. I mean, I can go down the rabbit trail and go down a whole long, history lesson of our ancestry and where we came from and how we was robbed of a lot of things and things like that. You know what I mean? But I guess we're gonna take it all in doses.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It all
And
comes
teach them in doses. Teach them in
Right.
doses, depending on
You know,
what it
because
is that they
some
going
people,
through or what
a lot of-
have you.
Yeah, because a lot of people ain't really ready to take it
Right.
the way it needs to be really.
Well, I agree.
absorbed.
I agree too, because it's so much negative. You know what I mean? It's so much negative, and I do guard my son
Right.
based upon the things that I want to let him know about. You know, it's a lot of hard things out there. We just celebrated, Trayvon Martin's birthday.
Yes.
We just celebrated
Sandra Bland.
Sandra Bland's birthday, so it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot. And I don't think he's at the age as he's 8, to understand and really grasp
that
understanding of what
Because
really
those are
happened to them.
Right, those are real
No, but-
trials and tribulations.
And
They
what's
can-
really
hard
going
they
on
can
in
grasp it
society
because-
as today.
They can grasp it because, you just like I said, just give it to him in doses. Because remember when Trayvon Martin was killed, my son was like 6 and 7. And
Right.
he understood.
Right.
Right.
So, you just have to make him aware
I think
of
it's
our
something-
history.
I really do think it's something like, I don't want to over I don't know how to really say it.
Overexposed.
Not just overexposed, but like, not overkill. I won't say overkill, but I want to give it to them where they could really absorb it and really understand, that, you know, not too much of the negative, but more of the positive. Just to show the positive side of our Black community and how we strive to do things in a positive way, where it's not so negative, where they have to understand where, I mean, not trying to sugarcoat it. I mean, the facts are the facts. You just can't get around it. But as kids, you want them really to absorb it and really for them to understand it. For them also to be able to regurgitate it.
That's what I was going to say.
In class and other things like that.
You want them to be well aware and well equipped.
Especially when you got somebody who's not really from the culture, who's trying to teach them something that really doesn't coincide with our culture, so they could really understand and be like, well, that's not what my dad told me how it really went, or that's not really what I read or understand how it really went. So they could really, you know, differentiate of the negative and the positive and what people are trying to really try to fucking really pass on them for them to understand. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because our culture is so rich. You know what I'm saying? And and a lot of folks try to bury it and try to push it to the side. And not really try to bring it to the forefront for us to understand that, yo, listen, our culture is really rich. You know what I'm saying? We was really raised around kings and queens and gods. And there's no dispute about it. There's no dispute. You know what I'm saying? There was and again, I really hate to talk about things that I can't really pinpoint the names and things like that. But there was a scientist, again, we spoke about on another podcast, that went back to really discover where the human race really started from and who really
originated or started
the human race. And they came back and they found it was Black folk. As far as they dug, they kept digging and digging and digging.
And all they could find
all
is black, 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 black,
They came back with black folk. They came back with black
black.
statues and black carvings
Yeah.
and things like that. African black
but you already
carvings
know
at
that, like, we can always say, like, that's why they shut off the nose off the pyramids, because, you know, they were always trying to hide.
That's your man Napoleon.
Our culture.
Yeah, man. And it's something that you can't hide because it's facts, man. It's facts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
There's no way you can get around it. Our language, our mathematical equations, you know, the things that we use day to day, it all came back. You go back to the Egyptians, man. They were the real true scholars who really taught the people around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Who had a better understanding.
All these Romans who come up with these Roman numerals. Yo, all this stick comes back from the African culture, man. The Egyptians who were kings and queens, who really educated, you know, a lot of these Caucasian folks in the real mathematics of what was going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And those are facts. You just can't get around it.
It's Black History Month, folks.
Yeah,
it's Black History Month.
We can
you
go
feel
back
me?
as far
It is
as
Black History Month.
That's
again,
right.
I could drop another jewel. You know what I'm saying? We can go back as far as there was an African tribe. African tribe. I hate to fucking talk about stuff that I can't really pinpoint. And
Don't
say.
worry, because, you know, we will go ahead and correct it and, you know, make awareness.
It was an African tribe that basically it was these white folks that went into this African tribe. They befriended these people, and the African tribe, you know, kind of like befriended them and started to trust them. And this African tribe showed them some of their you know, some of their
ancestral
exactly
things that they did.
Exactly. These people showed them, you know, maps of the stars. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, maps of the stars, planets that was undiscovered. These planets wasn't discovered until this tribe
about 2-3 years ago, actually.
In like 1995.
Yeah.
This tribe was like, this was back in like the 1800s, sometime in the 1800s somewhere, where these signed this. I think it was a husband and wife that went to this African tribe, and they basically told them, listen, this is what the map of the stars look like from an African tribe. And these planets right now, I mean, recently, back in like 1995, where this African tribe, like, they found these planets that these Africans, like I said, listen, this is what, this is the star, this is the map of the stars.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I believe you. I remember that shit.
Like,
it was
how in hell did this African tribe know this?
Yeah.
How could they track the stars and know these planets that existed? That these back then they didn't even know that these planets existed. Right. They didn't realize that these planets really existed.
Yep. They were never
since
recorded.
1995.
Yeah, they were never recorded.
Wow.
So this is just going to show you our power of the black community and our ancestry, to show that how we just go back generation upon generation, where we just understand the atmosphere and how this world and stars really work, where they can't even really give you a good explanation of how, us as black folk could really tell you, like, listen, this is how it really is. You know what I'm saying?
Fast forward. So what the fuck they doing right here at home in Miami? How they basically moved everybody out and sold everybody out and pushed the black folks out of
gentrification.
Gentrification.
They did that in New York already.
And
they pushed everybody
out. Let me tell you something. Just here, like you said, you want to talk about South Florida. Let's talk about Six Trunk. Six Trunk is an area in Broward County who's a complete...
It's the hood of the hood of the hood of the hood.
Absolutely. Hood of the hood. Black folk been there for century until... decade upon decade.
Go look at 2 Chainz video. I believe it's Feds Watching, or it's either Feds watching or it's I'm
not really sure.
I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different. It's
I'm
either
really
Feds
sure.
Watching or I'm different, and him being on that. I believe it's I'm different.
And
he was on that strip. That's Six Trunk.
It's like almost they try to erase
gentrifying.
They try
erasing
to
us.
erase our heritage.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's what it is.
It's about erasing our heritage.
In Overtown is what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
And what they basically did was they pushed everybody out, and now they have a nice cemented like thing that stands over the beginning of Overtown, which is now what did the fuck they call it? Wynwood, and it says the historic Overtown.
No.
They basically
what is historic about Overtown?
Basically memorializing it and then gentrifying it.
You talking about Muhammad Ali, who came down as Cassius Clay, who trained down in Overtown, where Overtown was like almost like the Harlem Renaissance.
Yeah, right.
Definitely. All of the black actors and entertainment people.
Yes, that is our district now. That's our district right now. That's like the main.
That's Overtown,
Miami district. Yes, that's the Miami district.
It's
right
like
there.
It's like
the heart.
It's like you could say Overtown was like what the Harlem Renaissance was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, most
that's what
definitely.
Overtown was.
It was a lot. It had a lot to do with drugs. It had a lot to do with it was everything. Everything. It had a lot of black business owners. It had a lot of black people coming up. It had a lot of black people that was poor too. You know what? It was a good and a bad.
You could say the
Miami.
good. You could say the good and the bad. Even though we could talk about the drugs and stuff like that, which may not. We would say, listen, it wasn't a good thing for the community. But again, I'm gonna go back to
it wasn't put there by blacks though.
Not only that,
right?
We could only use what we needed to. Again, it's about using what you got to get what you need, and that's the cause that these people was dealt with at that time to really move forward.
Right?
You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't good. It wasn't clean. It wasn't great.
A lot of people came out of that. We
adapted. We as black folk have a tendency to be able to adapt to our environment.
We're very adaptable
and be able to incarnate ourselves into something else to really build forward. It wasn't great. It wasn't good, but that's what we did.
We look at things like
look at the Black National Anthem. We shall overcome, bro. Like we always overcome.
We look at things like this, right? Okay, the whole segregation period. Yeah, it was a horrible time and civil rights and stuff like that for our people. But I think we were better off when we were segregated. Yeah, everything was black owned. Yes. We all were doing shit like within our communities. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We all were just buying black.
Right.
We had our own communities, our own funding, and we were well
off. But they came in and they burnt it down.
Yes, they burnt it down and made us, and then said, okay, no segregation. We're going to use y'all. We're going to use y'all niggas.
We need your money, and you're going to separate your money.
Act as if we were going to be accepted within their communities.
Right.
And have us on a string.
Listen,
That's
first
why I
of all,
say those like the state of the black race is terrible because of this is what they want. That's
Yeah,
what
no question.
When
But
we
they
say
still-
drugs
they-
and stuff,
yeah.
drugs and weapons and stuff like that,
Listen.
it was dropped there
Yeah.
for that reason.
It was all a process of trying to destroy.
you could be in a white
Right.
store and still looked upon as in you in the wrong place.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no question.
Prime
And you can be the
example.
one with the money, and a white person could be the one stealing.
Exactly.
But they will go overlooked because
it
you're a
goes
nigga.
to you.
in their
Exactly.
store.
No question. No question.
Prime example today. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I love Pier 1. Fuck what you heard. Pier 1 is
Oh, yeah.
the best
I love
shit.
that store.
I'm a homeowner.
But they're
Pier 1
motherfuckers.
is a fucking like the best shit ever. It got all my little trinkets in that
Mm-hmm.
bitch. Whatever episode, whatever holiday, Easter, Valentine's Day, all that shit, Groundhog Day, all type of shit, President's Day.
Yeah,
Bitch, they got
everything that you
something on
need.
sale
They got something
for your
everything.
house
Right.
or for your garden or for your yard or for your car. Something. You know what I mean? Something
Right.
real nice. Yo, I walked in that bitch, turban on and all. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? And I asked for help. Because I'm looking for a specific item. I called a lady from behind the register. I'm like, ma'am, do you have anything with love on it? I need something. She's like, are you talking about a Walmart? I said, anything and everything that you have in this store that says LOVE, I need to see it. Can you get somebody who can help me locate those items? She said, yes, I'll be right with you. She came from behind the counter. White lady came from behind the counter, got another white lady from the back to help me. She was like, oh, the white lady from the back. She was like, oh, you're getting me to help her about this? I'm not a decorator. I said, I didn't never ask her for a decorator.
Exactly.
I asked her for somebody who was intelligent enough to locate
find your items.
Exactly. To locate who works here in the store. Who can locate me all of the items that have LOV in it. And I said, I'm looking for 4 items. Okay. I got the cash right here in my hand. I'm looking for 4 items. All of which that says love. I said, so she went around the store. She's looking for everything that says love. She showed me 2 items. I said, okay, I need 4. I said, now if you tell me at this very moment with this cash in my hand that these are the only items you have in this entire store, then I'll back and I'll differentiate and I might decide to go with the 2 that you chose me, or I might decide to go with 1. But if you tell me this is all you have to offer, because I got the cash right here in my hand. I'm here and I'm here to spend it in this location. She's like, okay, let me find you some more. I know we have more. I just know we do. That bitch ended up finding me 10 items. 10 items in the store when in the beginning she didn't want to help me at all. Because I'm a black girl coming in there with a fucking turban on my hand demanding help from a white woman. You think I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I have money.
Look like you from
This
Ice.
shit is green. I don't give a fuck. I got money and it's green. I'm here to spend it in your location. The only way you'll have a job is because of me. And I'm pretty sure you understand that. And I understand that you understand the grasp of that whole concept. And it was perfect because a fucking general manager was in that bitch. Okay. It was perfect. She helped me. I gave her a good review. I said it was perfect. The general manager was walking out with me. While I was walking out, I said, listen, that was a great salesperson. And that lady that you have behind the cash register, she is amazing. I know I'll be back. And I think I'm going to spend all my money in this location. She said, well, that's very good. Thank you so much. I said, yeah, no problem. Not a fucking problem. You feel me? But I feel like we need to be the same way when we go inside these black establishments. But the problem I get when I go inside these black, I'll tell you the whole fucking scenario. Say, for instance, if it was a black person behind the counter. Oh, we got it over there in that area. She ain't willing to help. She ain't willing to grab a bitch from the back to help a real bitch or nothing. I got green in my hands. You need this green, bitch. You need it. But instead, when I go inside these black establishments, I'm treated as, oh, this bitch thinks she better than me. Oh, this bitch thinks she got money or whatever. She could talk to me. She could boss me around. I'm not here to boss you around because I will boss a white bitch around. This is what I'm trying to explain to you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay? I will boss a white bitch around. I'm not finna treat you no fucking different. You're here to work. You understand me? I don't treat nobody no different when I'm at work. I got a job too, bitch. You are the customer. You are the client. Treat me with respect. But this is exactly why a lot of black-owned establishments are getting overlooked.
Yeah.
Because when you go in there, you're getting treated with no respect or as if your money is not of any value.
you're
Those
irrelevant
motherfucking
business.
white people, they'll say whatever the fuck they want, but they gonna help you. You feel me? They gonna say whatever the fuck they want. But at the end of the day, It depends on the green. Long as you spending that motherfucking green, they don't give a fuck, bitch. You buying 2-3 items, it don't even matter one item. You spending your green in hell with us.
Yes.
They're like, make sure you come back. Thank you. The other bitch at the register, a black bitch would be like,
snatching shit, throwing your shit in the bag, and just you say thank you
next
or have a good day. They just looking at you.
Right.
I remember I was I went to Steak and Shake, right? And usually I try to be okay with people, you know what I'm saying? Because, you dealing with food. I don't want nobody fucking with my food.
Right.
Like, this bitch was just nasty. Like, the whole time she looking at me in the car and just with an attitude.
Right.
So I had to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this little dirty-ass little black bitch? I'm going to say it, black bitch, because she was nasty as fuck.
Right.
So the whole time I'm like, yeah, please, can I have it? What else do you want? So I had to call for the manager. The manager was white. As usual.
Right.
And he corrected the whole situation, was like, I really apologize for her behavior. But that's the truth. Every time we have to deal with our people, it's always some fuck shit. And I ain't even gonna lie. That's the truth. Even when you go in Walmart, I would rather walk up and down every fucking aisle in Walmart 3 or 4 times to find what I'm looking for, even if I have to be in there for an hour for one item, than to ask a motherfucker to help me. Because them motherfucking niggas in Walmart ain't gonna help you.
they be like, I'm on break. Oh, this not my this not my area.
But you walk in motherfucking Target, them little white girls, I would be happy to help you.
Yep.
They're gonna walk from the register and help you.
Fuck that.
So we do gotta be. We
go inside.
We gotta
Publix.
do a lot better with our people.
Go inside Publix if you wanna. They are not allowed to tell you they don't know shit. You hear me?
Exactly.
They're not allowed to tell you I don't give a fuck if you ask a nigga who doing sushi. You hear me? He gotta be able to tell you where the fuck the seasoning is, where the bread is at.
Yep.
He need to be able to fucking tell you, and they demand it. They demand it from all of their workers, bruh. All of their workers.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck if you
Customer
Spanish,
service.
Latin, or whatever. You here to spend your money. And
Absolutely.
that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. When somebody is coming to your establishment, black folk, to spend their money, black folk, let them spend their money, black folk.
We gotta do better, man. Even we sit here and we complain all the time
black
about
folk.
you know what I'm saying, what the oppression that we face, but we gotta realize we oppress our own people.
Exactly.
Too.
Come together.
So that's something
I'm not your enemy. We're a team. At the end of the motherfucking day, we're a team.
Yeah.
I'm here to make you be better, bruh. I'm here to make you be better. I'm here to support you. I'm here to support your dream. This was your dream.
Absolutely.
I congratulate you. You made it an establishment. Congratulations. But don't shit on me now.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't shit on me now, because my money is going to help you prosper. My money is what you need. You need me walking through your doors. You need me to be happy so I could come back. So don't shit on me.
Don't shit on me.
Black establishments, black banks. Don't fucking deny me.
Yeah.
Bruh. Like, look out for me. You listen, I'm not asking for a handout, but guess what? These white folks will help me before you do. Now that's wrong.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is wrong. Don't look at me like that.
We got to do better within our people, and at the same time, the Jews don't allow people to forget about the Holocaust, and I don't believe that we should make people forget about Black history and slavery.
We shouldn't.
So we got to come together.
That is a perfect example.
Fight together, and do better for our people, and stop oppressing each other.
That's right.
Stop killing each other. Stop hating on each other.
All these crabs in the
Uplift each
back,
other.
and let's stop trying to just drag everybody
Exactly.
down.
Let's lift each other up.
Top.
Lift each other
We have
up.
to lift each
other
other
up. Lift each other up.
And on a lighter note, before we close out this segment, this shit was funny as hell. In Black history, Yin Yang Twins was the first niggas in American history to go to the club 11 times.
Wow.
And that's going to conclude this segment.
Wow.
All right, we on this week's Sass.
Sizzy, Sass.
Yeah.
Out of
Hefe is
control.
lit.
Lit.
Hefe is gone.
I'm gone, baby.
Too much.
Hefe drank the whole bottle by himself. Look
Out
at
of
it.
control.
That's a lie.
Nah, that's him fucking with that Tito's right
Yeah.
there. That's him on the Tito's. We're
That's a
fucking
lie.
with the Hennessy, so we knocking that.
That's
bitch
why
back.
I don't mess with vodka. That's what vodka do to you, man. And this shit don't have no sugar.
Vodka never did nothing to me like that, though. I just know that it's a wrap for me. I'm just chilling. I'm on autopilot.
Nice. And you trying to head to the city and everything, huh?
Trying.
Hang out and shit.
Trying.
So don't be acting weak in this bitch. You can say all that reserve energy. I'm gonna need for you to pull that bitch away,
bro.
Hey, yo, hey, don't reserve no motherfucking energy. Don't reserve no energy for partying for later. Say it. Hey, use that shit right now. Use that shit because you going home. You can't your ass home,
You
bro.
better go home.
You going home.
Listen, you can always come to my place.
You not going to the city, bro.
I'm gone.
You
Yes.
going home.
It's a Rizzy.
He missed
for
the
your
plane.
boy.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yo.
Listen, this week's Sass is lit with a whole bunch of fun
Yeah, we
facts
have a
about
lot, yeah.
African American history.
I could just right now, as we speak, kick my feet up and lay down right here and just be gone.
Well,
And y'all
kick your
gonna
feet
see
up
me.
then.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You better not, nigga.
This is a professional show.
That's right.
It's professional, but it's ours.
Absolutely.
Self-made,
I can't even see that
independent.
screen right there.
Bow.
That's how bad it is.
Bow. Ew.
Don't worry about the screen, Hefe.
Here we go.
Worry about the camera.
That's right.
Yeah, we on the camera. I'm here.
Remember,
Bang.
people say,
Bang.
what you looking at? You're looking at pussy.
Hey.
Well, don't be mad. This is what I'm looking at. Don't be mad.
He's looking at. No,
Is
let
there
me
something
stop.
wrong with that?
Let me
Because I'm
stop.
looking at
'cause
boo boo.
I'm still celibate. But let's we're on this week's Sass.
We on this week's Sass. We
Now,
want to
how did
just
that get to the
Kick it off,
conversation?
Lady
She's still
Love.
celibate.
No,
How did that get to the conversation?
We're just rolling over that.
Right,
Go ahead,
we're rolling
Lady Love.
over that.
Let's go
Exactly.
into what we were talking
we
about.
want to tie it up with what we was talking about last week because I totally forgot that we was talking about the New York shutdown in the jails
In
or whatever
Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So now
we touched
they
on
do
it last
have
week.
some air or whatever.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
do
I
have
mean,
some
they
air.
got
They're
some
fully
the lights are
restored?
on minimally.
Or it's
Minimally.
but
It's-
why?
well,
Why is it taking so long?
Well, whatever problem they had is a big motherfucking problem.
There ain't no big motherfucking
and
problem.
Donald Trump don't give a
Black
fuck.
lives matter. Black lives do matter. And y'all already know they building the jails for who?
Trump.
Okay, for the black folks, okay? Black lives do matter. So why you see all those people out there protesting is because there's black people in there
Question.
of any nationality.
Is
They shouldn't be
Mendices
treated like that.
Yandy's husband?
In that
Is he in that
facility.
facility?
Well,
I wonder because she
I
was
think
out there
he
a
is.
part of
You
she
remember
was
she got
out there
she
part
got
of it.
pepper sprayed and stuff like that.
Come on, come see your family. I need to go see my family. See your family. Let's go. See your family. You're not stepping out.
Why they don't have no torture? Torture! Torture!
We're not stepping out.
Torture!
Everybody record
No violence! Please! 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 Please!
We're leaving. Don't touch. Don't touch.
I just got pepper sprayed and thrown on the floor. But just asking for fair human rights for these people.
Roll it off for me.
My
Roll it
eyes
off so
on
she can spit it out.
fire.
Come on,
I
spit it
couldn't
out.
breathe.
Do it. Do it. Just do what I say. Just do what I say. Spit
And
it
y'all
out.
know I'm not violent.
Swallow it.
Y'all know I'm not violent.
Yeah, and dragged and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
A
she about to
celebrity.
and she about to get drug again if she don't get her shit put together.
Well.
What?
No Raising Kings.
Ah!
What?
Ah!
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh my God.
I'm gone.
That man is lit.
He's
I'm
definitely lit, yo. What the fuck?
I'm gone.
Okay. All right, so we're not gonna
What?
chime him in
Next
anymore.
topic.
What you talking about?
Right, we're not gonna chime you in anymore. Okay, we'll let you see it when it comes out. No. We just gonna let you see it when it come out, bro. Like,
Wait a minute.
we gonna let you see it when it come out.
Wait a minute.
Cause that was a lot.
Yo, wait a minute.
Okay,
wait
that
a
was a
minute.
lot. Nah, that shit is definitely not getting cut, bro. That
It
shit
gotta
is
get
on the
cut.
show.
That shit gotta get cut. It gotta get cut.
No, that shit is not getting cut.
No,
bro, that shit was perfect.
Hey,
That shit was
let me tell you
so
something.
gone. That shit was gone. That shit was not even here. That shit was gone.
Wait.
We was like, what the fuck did you
Rewind.
say? Nah.
we just gonna glide over.
Fuck that shit.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
So in other news,
In other news,
Japan is celebrating Black History Month.
Yes.
Yeah.
One time for Japan.
One time for Japan. Let me pull
Japan
that
is
up.
celebrating Black History Month. Now,
Black
okay.
History Month. I gotta pull it up so y'all can see how beautiful it is, bro. It's like it's just beautiful. It says in Japan. Look up if you type in under Google Black History Month in Japan. The first thing that'll pop up, it will say in Japan, comma, don't just celebrate Black History, comma, be Black History. And it's located in the Japan time.
We make the world go round, man.
Listen, I love it. And in there is a really, really, really cool fun fact. And I really want to read it to you guys as soon as it fucking pops up. Okay. The first national celebration of Black history in the U.S. was in 1926. It was the brainchild of Harvard scholar and historian Carter G. Woodson. Look him up. Carter G. Woodson. It was a product of a decade of research focused on how to resolve the educational deficiencies and esteem issues of a people that had been bred to be stupid. S-T-U-P-I-D.
Stupid?
It's
Did you
all,
say
yeah.
stupid?
Let me
It's all
rewind
a
this
plan.
shit, okay? It was the product of a decade of research focused on how to resolve the educational deficiencies and esteem issues of a people that had been bred, that had been brought up to be stupid and esteemless, selfless, not caring, doesn't matter type people. And at the same time, promote achievements by Black Americans that occupied despite the efforts of the institution of slavery. For this purpose, Woodson had founded the Association for the Study of Afro-American Life and History. And you can look it up. It's ASALH. Okay? It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Look it up, folks. All right, it just tells you about how far and how wide Black history really goes across the country.
And why are the Japanese
Well,
celebrating Black history?
They're celebrating Black history, I think, because of the tennis player. Everybody knows her. Let me find her right now. I believe her name was, hang on a fucking second.
Yeah,
Here we go. Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka.
She's half what how
right.
you say it?
Yes.
Haitian.
Listen, it says Naomi Osaka is a professional tennis player who represents Japan. She is the current U.S. Open and Australian Open champion in women's singles and number one in the Women's Tennis Association ranking, with which she achieved in January 2019. But she is also, which they never include, Haitian. Haitian.
Yeah, she's Haitian.
Yeah, she's Haitian. You know,
she's Haitian. Her father's Haitian.
The
she's
one thing
Haitian.
about it is that she do, represent her culture, and she don't hide who she is.
She does not hide it. It's the media. Yeah. It's the media who hides it.
Yes.
The media is hiding her Haitian background, and they are promoting the Japanese background.
We know somewhat,
because of color differentiation.
Haiti is kind of like blacklisted, with the all countries and stuff
they
like
still have it embarked. I mean,
they don't want to see her as a black. Let's be frank.
She black though.
Absolutely, there's no way you can get around that. She's black.
They do not want to see her as a black. They love the fact that she is mixed.
In the media,
Japanese.
In the media, they don't want to say it, but in Japan, I'm sure she endured some racism.
Of course.
Of
course. And she came out and said it, and I love you, Naomi, for that. I love you for that. She said, I am Haitian, Japan. She always said, I am Haitian, Japanese.
She always flies that Haitian
I am
flag.
Haitian, Japanese.
She always flies that Haitian flag.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No
I am
question about
Haitian
it.
first. I am
Absolutely.
Haitian Japanese, and I love you for that, baby.
Big shout
Love
out
you.
to her. You know, she's next. You know,
Absolutely.
sometimes, you know,
Love you for
no
that.
disrespect to Serena. We love you. Serena had a great run. Serena and Venus, you know, they broke records.
She
and
did.
They really
Absolutely.
opened
Still
up the
breaking
doors for
records.
us. So,
Absolutely.
you know, now to step aside and for the next to
There's
come
nothing
through,
to press.
it's amazing.
Yeah. Pass the torch. How lovely is that?
Absolutely.
What
How
else we
lovely
talking
is
about?
that?
What else? What was next?
Man, I mean, there's 1,001.
Well, we
things.
did talk about the birthdays. We celebrating the birthdays of those who lost, who really, you know, who died senseless
Trayvon,
deaths.
and
True,
Sandra Bland.
but you know something I do want to touch on though for Black. I mean, we talking about Black History Month, but I'm
Right.
talking
We're
about
gonna
Black-
do this all month.
I'm talking
Right,
about
right,
Black
right.
perfection. I mean, the one person that I really would like to give a shout out to and tell them I want to congratulate them on raising a king.
Erica
You know what I'm saying?
Badu and Andre
Yeah.
3000.
Erica Badu and
Yep.
Andre 3000. They have
Yes.
a son that I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was accepted to like 4
Yeah,
or
quite a
5
few.
colleges.
Quite a few.
You know what I'm saying? I want to give
Ivy
them.
League.
I want to give them all the utmost respect. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying, for raising this king. You know, being two parents, may not be in the same household, but found a way to
One
make it
goal.
work.
Of
One
course.
goal.
Found a way to make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on in their household, but from the outside looking
Right.
in, man, just want to give them kudos to them,
Right.
and give them a full thumbs up and raising that king.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Educate.
And pushing that situation forward.
And it's
for
sad
him.
that they didn't make it
Absolutely.
because they are two very strong beings.
Oh, yeah,
They're
no
very
question.
Not all
highly
the, yeah, not all the
educated.
time you make it, but it's just what you could do when you're not in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You just gotta
can
give.
still be
you just
a
gotta
power
give.
couple,
You just gotta
not
give
to-
credit where credit is due, and I
Right.
just want to give them that credit, man, to show them. I mean, they don't
They
really
raised the
need
king,
it.
so that's
they don't
amazing.
really need it because
That's
they were just
right.
raising a child as
Right.
parents.
Right.
But I just want to give them, a shout out to tell them, man, thank you, man, and just thank you for showing the Black excellent
Right.
as parents and trying to
Right.
show how they was raised. They raised their king up to be able to be accepted into college and
Right.
and to go forward and be
And
prosperous
pursue
in life,
whatever
man.
it is that he wants
It's just
to
a beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing just to see
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm
just to see
saying?
all the dope, all of the doors open for him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just a beautiful. It's a
beautiful.
beautiful thing. It's
For
a
a
beautiful
black
thing.
man, I love that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Love that.
I think it's a beautiful thing. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
so too.
No
The
question
next thing I
about it.
wanted to talk about was what I told you guys. Antigua's Island Girls became world's first all-American team to row across Atlantic Ocean voluntarily. 4 Antiguan women rowed across the Atlantic Ocean in a canoe for the
Wow.
Talisker Whiskey
That is
Atlantic Challenge.
Unbelievable.
4 black women. Kudos to you guys.
Kudos.
Making Black history, current
Absolutely.
Black history. So if you don't know what's going on or what has happened in your past, talk to your children, talk to your little boys and girls about how to be excellent and what excellence in Black history is happening and occurring every day. Black excellence occurs every
Every day,
day.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Every day.
This country
being
is
that-
built off Black excellence.
Right, and being that you
Yes.
brought that up, I want to bring up those 2 twin sisters
Yes.
from Nigeria,
Yes.
who are the first
Yes.
2 Black African pilots for Nigeria.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're captains. They're not. They're
Right.
pilots.
Right.
Nigerians. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Sisters. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? To reach that pinnacle of being pilots.
Right.
To be able to pilot an aircraft and all those things like
beautiful.
that.
That's
2 Nigerian
amazing.
sisters, yo.
That's amazing.
Kudos to them, yo. And big shout outs to them too for achieving that, yo. It's just showing our strength and showing our
Yes.
capabilities of the things that we could inspire to do for other people. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Absolutely.
People who's coming up behind them. It's kudos to them, man, and congratulate them for doing that too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm And that's what we're gonna keep trying to do. We're gonna keep trying to showcase all of the
Black excellence.
Black excellence that people that don't even know about. People
Black
that's on the
excellence.
fringes who've done things and accomplished things that we may not know about. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're talking about right now.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I gotta give well, we'll save that for last. Jay-Z helping out 21 Savage.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's the conversation that we was discussing before behind the scenes and things like that. It's like an unfortunate thing. He's a young king that changed his life. He's an entertainer, a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? that came up to the trials of tribulation of the inner cities. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much changed his life, yo.
Right.
He has a family.
He's a man of very little words,
Yo,
but he speaks through his music.
And you know what? You know what? In the beginning, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I wasn't really a fan of 21 Savage.
Yeah,
or whatever
me
the case
either.
may be.
Now I am though.
But
I
see that he changed.
I've been following the Kardashians, and I'm all for the bullshit.
Man, listen to me.
I'm all for the bullshit. You hear me?
But you know what? There were certain things that he said that really touched me. That I really was like, yo, as him being a young king, for him to understand that. There was one thing that he said that really like put me on his radar. That I said, I was not a 21 Savage fan. I didn't care about his music
I got him
at
on
all.
my playlist. Ben.
I did
ben,
not.
Ben.
I was not following
Ben.
him. But when he came out and said, I was wondering. I said, damn, I don't see him wearing all the gold chains and all the platinum silver that everybody was wearing. He said, as him going through his trials and tribulations of becoming an artist and being on the forefront of entertainment and things like that, he said all the people he's met with all the money, they didn't wear those type of chains. And that just triggered me and threw a switch off in my head like, damn, man, this young brother is really transitioning.
right.
He's understanding a different type of situation where to take his plight to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as a young king, I really related to that. You know what I'm saying? So to see him trying to take care of his family and his family depending on him to bring home the bacon and to take care of his family, for them to come out and try to deport him and put him in that situation as a young king and trying to do right,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
By the community and things like that. I just hope that, and like you said, right now you have Jay-Z coming in with his team trying to help him. I just hope, and I know what they're trying to do to try to use him as an example to try to deport him and things like that. I just hope that he can fight through it and be able to come out, come out on the other side of the whole situation and to be able to help other people, you know what I'm saying, with his platform that he has and try to help other illegal people, other people who may be illegal and they ain't got their status right, ain't got their papers right. Because I'm telling you, everybody, like me personally, I know people who don't want to even come outside.
Right.
They only come outside at night. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid that something might happen. They may get
both
deported.
sides of my family from the island, so I know what it's like for people, to be
and
terrified of what's going on.
And the people that we're talking about, these are hard-working people that all they're looking to do is just put food on the table for their family. Right?
Yeah.
They're not trying to take nothing away from nobody.
This man is an entertainer now. Like
you know what I'm saying?
Clearly, like he's not into the bullshit. If he probably was into some shit, he didn't change.
Right.
He's paying taxes.
Absolutely.
So it's
man.
just like for them to do this at this time is just
he's involved with the community, trying to do things for the community and all other type of things like that. I just hope with the exposure that it's having and bigger entertainers like a Jay-Z getting involved, trying to apply other
he's always been great like that because he did that. He did the same thing.
Yeah, man. With Meek Mill, Meek Mill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it's so unfortunate that you have this regime now that you have like Donald Trump and things like that with this zero tolerance with immigrants and things like that. And I was always thinking in my mind like, damn, man, they're going to use him as an example. Yeah. And they're just going to try to deport him and get him out of the country. Yeah. And then he's going to have to fight to get back in, which is just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? This man has a family. He has daughters just like me. Right. You know what I'm saying? They watching him on TV and things like that. And he's trying to bring home the bacon to and try to provide a future for his family. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I mean, why try to destroy this man? You know? The man been here since he was at the age of 5 or whatever the case may be. Come on, man. This is just paperwork. Fix the situation and keep the man keep the man. Because if you figure like this, if you deport him, now you're looking at his family, looking to depend on the system, trying to get subsistence and trying to help and things like that. Not saying that's where his family's going to go to subsistence and
definitely
food
not
stamps.
going to happen. He with a Kardashian.
But I'm just saying,
that shit is not happening.
Possible. Who? It's still
Scott,
possible.
This little nigga. That shit is not gonna happen. This nigga
possible.
who we talking about.
You know,
he got a baby. He just got a baby from what's the name?
Oh no.
Who?
21 Savage.
You
Not
talking
with
about 21
Kardashian.
Savage? You
shit,
talking
Yeah,
about
we
bitch.
talking about what you call it. You
talking about 21 Savage?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
21 Savage. He was with Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But he not with her no more. He not with her no more.
You're
Yeah.
not with her no more.
Let's go into the presidential elections that's coming up, like the people who's running for office.
Well, you got right now. You have Elizabeth Warren. Just
Yeah, she just
today.
announced.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about her, right? Or what?
Yeah,
who
man.
was,
she
who was
just
it, right?
she just announced.
Yeah.
You got Cory Booker who announced.
Yeah.
These are all Democratic.
What's it, Kamala Harris? Yeah,
Kamala
so
Harris.
we
got
some
You know what I'm
good
saying?
candidates. You know,
We have
I
some
think-
good candidates coming, and I think we should allow all these candidates to come out
Yeah.
and put
And
their
support 'em.
platforms out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
See
say
what
what
it
they
is.
for, what they not
Yeah.
for, what we willing to accept.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them
Let's
out.
hear them out. You know
Let's
what I'm
hear 'em
saying?
out.
And let's don't tear them down.
Listen,
or whatever the case may
Let's
be.
hear
You
'em
see
out.
how these
it
folks
already started.
You see how these folks supporting Trump, no matter all the bullshit that he doing. We gotta
Right.
support our people the same
Exactly.
way.
No
Absolutely.
matter
Give them the
what.
opportunity.
Exactly.
Give them
to,
the
to
opportunity.
get in there and make change.
Right. Not only make change, but it's the primary. So we still in the stages of picking who we think is the best one to represent the Democratic Party. So let's give them all a chance to be able to speak and
Right.
talk about
Let's just
their
stand up for 'em,
platform.
yeah.
Like Elizabeth Warren was talking some real good shit today.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And
I like what they talking about.
yeah,
so
you
it's
know what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
hard, you know.
We're gonna give them all the let's give them all the opportunity.
Right.
But at the same time, let's don't tear them down too. Let's let them
We gotta
speak their
support our
piece.
people just how these
We gotta
people
support 'em,
supporting
man.
Trump,
Right.
and their wives and shit being furloughed,
Right.
and they
Yeah,
still
man.
for this man. So
Right.
we gotta do the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, man.
We gonna move on.
Well, let's move on to the boycott of the Gucci.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got multiple bitch ass cracker alerts because
Yeah.
we got Gucci that's gonna get bitch ass cracker alert.
Yup.
We got Gucci
I missed
for,
it.
for the blackface
Gucci.
sweater.
Yes,
Gucci.
yes, yes,
Hold
yes.
I
up.
thought we
We
got
got-
my man Gucci.
No,
Man.
no.
We got Gucci that's gonna get the bitch ass
Yeah, they
cracker
gotta
alert.
get that
We
because-
got Liam Nelson and Michelle Rodriguez that's gonna
That's
get the
gonna
bitch
get
ass
it back.
They gotta
cracker
get that.
alert.
Yeah.
They
And
gotta
then
get
we
that.
also got the man that was in the fast food restaurant.
The fast
food
That's gonna
restaurant.
get the bitch ass cracker
Yeah, he
alert.
definitely
Even though he
finna
got a
get
good
that
ass,
shit.
little good ass.
He
whooping
he
from
got
her,
an ass
which was a
whooping.
good one.
That's that ass whooping that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. She should have really drug his ass, but she did her
no,
thing.
she
did her
listen,
thing. She did her thing. She
the
did her
punch
thing.
that she gave his bitch ass, I didn't even do
Yeah,
anything.
she
It
was-
woke his
was.
ass up.
She gave him a
Definitely.
good slap as he was leaving the fucking store. Like,
See, the
the
thing
fuck
is,
out.
these fucking
Get
crackers,
your ass out the
these
damn
bitch
store.
ass crackers, because I'm not gonna say crackers for all, because I love my Caucasian brothers and
She
sisters,
do.
because we do need them in
It's
our platform.
only
we
them
got.
bitch ass
It's them
crackers.
bitch ass crackers. It's separate bitch ass crackers, and he should have got a foot
doing nigger
put up his
shit.
ass.
Yeah,
You got
he
all
was
types of
tripping.
niggas out
Yes.
here.
He was definitely
Yes.
tripping.
Crackers
He
are niggas
pointed
too,
his finger all in her
Yes.
fucking face. This fucking crowd.
Yeah, and then on top of that, called her a nigga, right?
Yes.
It was
Called her
broad
a
daylight.
nigga.
Like, nigger!
Yeah, but I bet honestly he
Yeah.
ain't gonna never say that shit again.
Yeah.
Well, she slapped the shit
And
out of
she
him
was
when
like,
he was at
get
that
the
store.
fuck
He gonna
outta
say that
here.
shit behind closed doors, but he'll
She
never
was
say
like,
that shit in
get the
front of a
fuck outta
nigga
here.
You
again.
know what? I mean, like
Hey,
I said, man.
she
it's-
slapped him on the back of his head and he
Yeah,
kicked her.
Bitch
That's
ass.
right, like, get your
He
ass out the
kicked her.
motherfucking
Yeah,
store.
slap that
Beautiful.
ass. Yeah, so
Beautiful.
he getting a bitch ass crack. I don't even know his
Beautiful.
fucking name, but
Yeah, his name hasn't been
I
announced.
will always let you guys know who
You know,
he is.
Liam Neeson.
and Liam Nelson,
he
let's go
tried
to
he
his
tried
bitch
He tried
ass.
to talk his way out the shit. I mean, I can understand what the fuck he was saying, but it's just wrong.
Nah, you
Nope.
can't hold every black man accountable
Don't
for one
get it
shit.
twisted. That's some racist Tennessee shit. That was what you was thinking. It was on your mind.
Yeah.
You was looking to go out here and kill a black people.
Yeah, just for no reason.
goddamn reason at all. It was the wrong thing to do. And for Michelle
It was
Rodriguez,
the wrong thing
and
to
I'm
say.
gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't really understand. You have some of the most racist. Me personally, I've experienced
Spanish.
some of the some of these Spanish
These
people out
Latin
here
people.
is some of the most racist.
I've
people.
endured racist
I
shit
think they're
from
more,
Latins.
I think some of them are more racist than white folks.
Yes,
They
That's-
are very, very
because
racist.
they think they're white. So
Absolutely.
they gotta go above and beyond to prove
Oh,
that they're white.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I
remember
wouldn't
when was
disagree.
living in Kendall.
And if you have any Latino say, "Oh no, it ain't right," motherfucker, come sit down on this couch and come
Let me
prove
tell you
me
something.
wrong.
When I was living in
because
Kendall,
you got some racist Latins out here that they swear to God they not black.
Let me tell
But
you
I want to
something.
know when that time comes and them white folk be like, "What line you standing on?"
Yep.
I want to know where y'all gonna go.
Yep.
Because you're going to need us black folk to come bring y'all back on the other side
Quickly,
of the line.
when I was in Kendall, and this is a predominantly Spanish, mainly Cuban area.
Yeah, they speak
Cuban and Colombian.
You go down there to McDonald's and they talking Spanish in the drive-thru.
Yeah, they looking at you like, oh, you don't speak Spanish?
You don't speak Spanish?
But we were in a grocery store. This is when me and my son's father was together. We were in a grocery store. We were shopping. Every time we would go in this grocery store, these people would target us. They would walk around the whole store following us.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers had arrested my son's father. And this is the day my grandmother died, bruh. I had the hospital badge. My eyes were swole up. I had just came from the hospital, but my son was a baby. He ain't have no stuff, so we had to stop. Right. So we in the store, and they followed us around the store. So when we challenged them, like, what the fuck y'all keep following us around the store for? They basically slammed my son's father on the ground, planted weed on him, and locked him up. Said the store. This was Publix.
You see what I'm saying?
We kept fighting, like, rewind the cameras. They try to say that they saw us breaking in cars.
Wow.
They said that they saw us breaking the car. So I'm like, rewind the tape. They would never rewind that tape. But you know, we let it go because they dropped the charges and stuff like that, but we never proceeded. But Latin people are some of the worst, the most racist people, and they need to stop because y'all black just like us. Y'all got the African and y'all just like us.
Running from
and Liamneeson to say that shit, like if I see a cracker and I grab my gun and say, "Oh shit, he gonna shoot this shit up," that's racist as fuck. But I don't look at every cracker like that.
Let's go back.
Or every white person like that.
Let's go back a little.
So that's
further.
wrong. That was foul.
When those slave ships came out of Africa, they didn't just come to New York. They didn't come to the United States first. They went to all the Caribbean islands.
Yes.
All those islands out there and dropped off black folk on every single island. You talking about Panama. You talking about the Dominican Republic. You talking about Haiti. You talking about Dominica. You talking about Cuba.
Yeah.
Them slave ships went to all them islands and dropped off black folks, you know.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Point blank, plain and simple.
Well,
I don't care how you want to sugarcoat it. These are facts. You can't get around that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I tell people
but
all
again,
the time.
you have some of the most racist Latin people that you may want to ever come across that they don't want to see no black folk. And not only they may be blacker than me and you. And they swear to God they not black. But hey, what it is what it is, yo. The fact of the matter is, we just trying to bring it to the table and have a conversation about it. That's all we trying to do.
My thing is, the reason why he said that, right, was because one of his friends, Liam, we're talking about, one of his friends got raped or something like that. Or a white woman or his accomplice or whatever got raped by.
She said that it was a black person. And you know, a lot of them white bitches say they get raped by black men, and that be true.
And it's been shown time and time again.
Proven.
That these white bitches be lying.
Yes.
It's
Rosewood,
been proven
baby.
time and time again.
again.
These white bitches be lying.
And I think for Black History Month, we need to go back and revisit that movie Rosewood.
Yeah,
have
please
you ever
do.
seen that movie Rosewood?
No, I haven't. I will.
Oh,
I've seen it. It's a teardropper.
Let me just say one more time.
It's definitely a teardropper.
Rosewood. We need to go back.
You definitely gonna cry.
Revisit that movie.
Definitely gonna cry.
Rosewood. And this happened down here in the state of Florida. And if I'm not mistaken, some of those folks and families and ancestors who was in Rosewood, they just got compensated. They just had to file a lawsuit and got compensated.
The thing is, it be taking 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years before we get our justice, and that's crazy. But I know we running out of time for this week's Sass.
Absolutely.
Quickly, what you were saying?
No, that's good. That's good.
Yo,
just that, you know.
Hold up.
Black History
Hold
Month.
up. Wait. Last one. That Gucci shit. That blackface shit. Y'all motherfuckers need to act like y'all don't know that we the number one people who buy y'all shit.
Absolutely.
All y'all motherfucking bitch ass cracker
Louis
ass
Vuitton,
designers and shit.
Lacoste,
They be acting like y'all be saying that we ain't worth wearing y'all shit. We gotta support ourselves.
Diesel.
And stop supporting these motherfucking crackers because these crackers don't care nothing about us. They take our money and keep us in our ass.
All of them.
That black
Louis
face with
Vuitton,
that red lips,
Gucci,
you
Boss,
cannot say
Lacoste,
that ain't racist, man. That's some racist
all
shit.
of that shit.
That's some racist shit.
All of that shit.
Like, and the thing is, you know what's sad is like we I don't know, man, because it's like,
and Lacoste was bought by it was made by a black man.
Yo,
it was made by a black man, but the white people took that bitch over, bro. And it makes you feel like you fucking nothing. Make you feel like you fucking nothing.
Yo, what we have to understand, man, we have to
when you go inside their stores, they target you, bitch. It's white people inside Lacoste. It's white people running those stores.
Not only that, but again, we need
boycott
to support
Gucci,
each other, man.
boycott all these white brands and buy black. You know what I'm saying?
We got to support each other.
And that's
Straight
this
up.
week's Sass.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. We trying to
This
wait.
week's Sass.
No, Q&A.
Sorry.
Hey, we all fucked
Q&A.
up. Q&A with Hefe.
Sorry. Right.
I'm not leading nothing. You ladies got the floor because I'm gone.
Ew, ew, ew.
I'm to the moon, Alice.
Ew,
Me to the moon.
ew.
Like my NASA.
So, for fucking this week's Q&A with Hefe or whatever, we talking about a situation that happened a long time ago with me, but whatever. But anyway, so a long time ago, whatever, I was...
Give them the motherfucking scenario. Don't matter how long it was ago.
Of course.
Get them the motherfucking scenario.
I'm going to give it to y'all blood raw. All day, every day. I don't give a fuck.
She said blood
So,
bro.
Long time ago, this nigga invited me to his crib or whatever. When I tell you he had stacks on stacks on stacks, racks on racks on racks, like real cash, like big money. Hefe asked me, he was like, is it real money? Like, is it big money? Yo, it's big money. Hundreds. You hear me? Big face. 50 face. Big face. You feel me? Rubber bands. Big shit on the counter, on the dresser, on the bed, every fucking well. I'm just there to do my do, which is, smoke. But anyway, okay. He left out the room. Left me with all the cash for like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. I want to say every bit of 10 minutes. It ain't seemed that long, but it felt forever because I was in there with all the fucking money. So I was sitting there, puffing, chilling. He comes back in and he comes up in my face and he's like, can I trust you with all my money? I'm like, you left me in a room with your money. Like, what you mean, can you trust me? So my thing is, was it a test or was it not? I felt like it was a test. That's why I ain't touched shit. Man, I ain't touched nothing because I'm not greedy. And I ain't want nothing. I ain't feel like I'm not greedy.
To pay, don't you?
I'm not greedy. It wasn't my money. It's not my, I'm not a thief. Okay. Listen, when I was in Georgia, when I was in Georgia,
Steven.
When I was in Georgia, I was at a gas station. And my homegirl had ran in so she could get whatever, get something to drink or whatever, and come back out. The man came to the car door or whatever. He knocked on the car window or whatever. I'm like, yo, man, I don't want nothing that you're selling. He was like, chill, baby. I'm a thief, not a robber. I understand what the fuck he meant.
Yeah. He was there to take your shit. That's what he was doing.
No, he said, I'm a thief, not a robber.
No, that's right. He there to steal.
So he there not to stick me up. He there to sell what's in his coat pocket.
Right.
He opened his shit up.
He's
a thief, not a robber. You feel me? He's like, I'm not here to rob you. I'm here to sell.
Absolutely.
I'm here to sell what I already stole. Absolutely. I'm a thief, not a robber. Absolutely. I had to understand that shit because that shit came a long way with me because I was just like, what the fuck you mean?
No, but see, but back when that
fuck
conversation,
you mean?
Me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm telling you, you go into a crib with a dude that got stacks on top of stacks. He walk out the room, obviously he trying to test you and see if you gonna steal.
This is what we said. That's what we said.
If it was me, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. I'm gonna take your shit.
He said he gonna take every fucking thing.
You motherfucker, I'm gonna come out
fucking well.
dollars, hundreds,
every fucking well.
Like,
every fucking well.
All right, so
I like that.
A little intermission. All right,
no problem.
So, all right.
What?
So okay. So basically, it was a test, right?
Right. Just like the motherfucking dishes. Just like the motherfucking dishes
that
nigga set up.
No, it's the same shit. What you talking about? It's the same shit like it's a test. The same shit
got
we had a
fucking new bitch coming through and he want her to wash his motherfucking
it was a test.
Dishes.
How the fuck you gonna mix apples and oranges when you talk about you
what apples and oranges? He's testing. Okay.
No.
So hold up.
You came into the crib. The nigga had paper in the crib.
So
money.
So
dollars.
So if you. So basically, you saying if you got a bitch over, she allowed to take your shit.
I'm not doing that. I'm not leaving you nowhere. Matter of fact, you're not coming to my crib with a whole bunch of paper standing around. What am I trying to do? Impress you?
What if it's just watches and chains and shit?
I'm not doing that shit. You ain't seeing shit. If you done seen some shit, you a thief. You done stole some shit.
What
I'm
if
gonna
you
bust your head
trying
open
to impress
and
her?
throw you out.
What if you trying to impress her?
I'm not impressing you that way. That's not the way I got to impress you. To show you I got stacks on top of stacks.
That's what's
stacks
up.
to the ceiling.
Well, you not
I'm not
that
doing
nigga.
that.
You
That's
not
what's up, but
that
that's the
I'm
same.
not doing that.
I feel
I'm not
like-
doing that.
I feel like-
if you come into the crib and you finding stacks on top of stacks, then that's all reason for you to be like, you know what? Shit, I'm about to give this nigga this pussy, so I might as well take me a couple stacks. I got bills
Listen,
to pay.
that's the
The
same
fuck you mean?
shit that Hefe. That's the
You
same
gonna try to
shit
tell me-
as
It
you the dishes. You stacking this
Babe.
shit up, giving me a test for me to walk through the door and think
Babe,
what I'm
listen
gonna do.
to me.
That's a test.
Let me ask you a question.
It's the same shit.
If I'm gonna
How
walk
are you gonna
past
mix
that
that
bitch,
shit? How are you
yeah,
gonna mix
he
them?
wanna see
How
if
are
you
you gonna
gonna
mix
walk
them
past that
dishes shit
bitch.
together
It's
when
the
you come in the
same
house with
shit.
money?
It's a
I'm trying to
test.
tell you.
It's a
Just
test.
like those racks
The
was
money is the
stacked up,
dishes. You
the
expecting me to
dishes
wash
was-
the dishes, and he
exactly.
expecting you to steal the shit. It's the same shit.
Expectation.
And I'm telling you, I'm not gonna mix the two.
So you not
If-
that nigga. You cannot
No,
answer.
if you a
can't
female,
answer.
if you a female, you come into the house on you might come into the house on the pretenses of knowing that you gonna give me that little pussy that you got. You gonna give me that little hole that you got, right?
Then both of you pretensing.
So
Man, no
basically,
pretense.
So basically, you
Man,
saying
fuck
just
that.
because she gave it the
I'm gonna
pussy,
take me a couple of dollars.
just because she gave it the pussy, that's okay for her to steal the shit? I mean,
What?
take his money?
Fuck yes.
Okay, well, that's all I need to
Oh,
know.
definitely see.
Fuck yes. And if you ask me about it,
He sound like you last
Yeah,
week.
fuck yes.
For real.
Shit. He done left you in the room and then he gonna turn around and walk out like, oh, let me walk out. He money stacked up to the ceiling like
Fuck
you ain't
yeah.
got no fucking bills to pay. You in here, you
Yeah.
knowing damn well you got about to get your black
He enticing.
you about to get your back blown out and you just he
Oh,
walked up.
I wasn't
Well,
there for
I got
that.
stacks. Well, I'm not telling you that. I'm just saying another chick may not be as strong as you, but I'm just saying. Oh, let me don't touch his fucking money. I'm gonna sit here because I know it's a test. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna take that motherfucker. Dollars gonna be falling out my pocket, and I'm gonna be like, nigga, I'm like, what? Did you just take some? Yes, I did.
Yeah, I got bills, bitch.
Nigga, the fuck you mean? You the one who left, like you said it yourself. You left me in here with your money.
Yeah.
Obviously, you must have want to give me some.
Obviously.
Shit, because if you protected it, you cared about it so much, you would have just left it laying
You
around.
had told me to get the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
You had told me to get the fuck out.
Shit, how you gonna
You would've
fucking
put that
entice
shit
me
away
like that?
Before I got there, you wouldn't.
The fuck you
had all that
mean?
stuff there. I agree.
Shit, I'm like a
told me
fucking
to get the
hungry
fuck
motherfucking lion. I haven't eaten in weeks. I'm trying to fucking feed myself, and you want to just bring me into the fucking diner with a whole bunch of sacrificial lambs?
Like I said, roll that shit up.
The fuck you talking? Oh, now you talking about roll it up?
And stick it right in the pussy.
I'm not even doing
Put
that.
it right in the pussy.
He
Stick
gonna
it right
see
in
the
the
shit
pussy.
falling out my purse.
The fucking mean.
Right in
Put
the
it right in the pussy.
He gonna ask, did you take any of my money? Nope, I ain't take shit.
Put it right in the pussy.
But what's that in your purse? Couple of dollars. It ain't yours though. It's mine. How the fuck you know what's in my purse? I could have came in with the shit.
Sure enough,
You don't
coulda.
know.
Sure
I
enough,
should have
coulda.
stacked to the ceiling.
Listen, I'm not a thief nor a robber.
Yeah,
So,
I don't.
man,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not a thief.
I don't
or
Okay.
a
care.
robber.
I
Don't
don't
be a
care.
thief or a robber
I
if
don't
you
care
don't
how
want
much money you leave around me. It ain't mine. I'm not touching it.
Okay, go ahead.
If anything, I'll ask you, like, yo, you got all this shit around. I got bills. I need this. I need to catch up on something.
Man,
something,
fuck
something.
you.
Let me get that.
Fuck you. I'm not telling you shit. I'm not fucking making you try to assume what I got. The fuck you mean? How you gonna make the next man assume what you need to pay and what you got going
I'm just gonna
on?
ask him one time. Listen, I need about 2 stacks.
fuck that.
Let me get them 2 stacks.
The 2 stacks, he left you in the room with the motherfucker. Take the bitch.
Take the bitch.
Shit.
Take the bitch.
So what if I take?
The
What
nigga
if,
shit you
listen,
just said.
listen.
You
Hold
just said
up.
the money stacked to the ceiling.
Hold up. What if it's really not a test? The nigga just like retarded.
That's still on him.
He
It's
just
still on him.
retarded, and
He
I
shoulda
take his
cleaned
money,
up.
and he
shoulda-
beat my ass for taking his money.
Well, then call the cops on the motherfucker. He ain't gonna tell on you. He know he bust your ass and bust your head open.
He know
he
that
know
money
he can't
wasn't-
take that heat. How he gonna spend
He
all that
can't
money in the
explain
house?
to him.
So listen, that's good to go into this whole Bow Wow and his female situation.
Yeah.
What about it?
Because you know how
He got his ass
everybody teasing Bow Wow right now for getting beat up by his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So we saying right now, if it was right, you see the 2 pictures.
Yeah, it's
She
him.
says that he hit her like where like places that she got clothes on, so people wouldn't really know.
Mm.
But if it was vice versa, you see how everybody laughing at him, making a mockery of him getting beat the fuck up, hitting
By a
the face with a
woman.
lamp and shit like that. But if it was vice versa, if she had them scratches on her face
Mm.
and look beat the fuck up like how he did, would it be the same joke that's going around?
Nah, it wouldn't be.
Listen to
Everybody
me.
would have flocked to her.
Listen to
fucking,
me.
what's the name? Like, oh my God, are you okay? Just like the
Exactly.
situation with Chris Brown
It
and
would have
Rihanna.
been yes.
No.
This-
but,
yeah.
you're right. But you know what?
It's fucked
Bow
up.
Wow had a choice. he knew the situation he was in was volatile. And let me tell you something. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm not making fun of the situation. But sometimes sometimes as a man, the person you dealing with is volatile, and your oil and her oil don't mix together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you already know your ass shouldn't be in that situation because you ain't even get off on the right foot. That's why she your ex.
Right.
If she was not your ex, you still be with her ass.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So what your ass was doing in there. So what he got what he was looking for. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, he might have did the right thing by walking out and leaving the shit alone. He got his ass whooped. Charge that shit up to the game, nigga.
Right.
Charge that shit to the game. You knew what the fuck you was getting into when you walked into that motherfucking car. That's why you ain't with her no more. If she was all that in a bag of chips, you would still be with her. And I'm not making fun of the situation. It was good. Maybe he didn't put hands on her, whatever the case may be.
Hold up. Let's watch this video real quick.
What video was that?
They got a video of what happened. Hold up.
Man, you better make sure you put that clip up.
Footage released of Bow Wow berating Kayomi Leslie's pre-fight.
And you could tell Bow Wow mouth is slick. He ain't got no hands, but his mouth is real slick.
All right. He grabbing her hands and stuff. All right.
She trying to walk away. Yeah. She not even paying him no fucking attention.
So he's being the aggressor.
Like he he's the being aggressor. He's taking off his shirt.
That's why he got what he got.
Yeah,
and the neighbor heard him say, "I'm gonna beat this bitch up. I'm gonna slap this bitch." Okay.
He in her face. Look.
There you go.
Yep. See, she ain't touch him yet.
There you go.
He's the aggressor right now.
He provoked her.
He did.
There you go.
Yeah, he did.
Exactly. Okay.
So
now it's a different story now. Yeah.
And I didn't even see the tape.
See, I just got an alert about the video. Like, yo, check this out.
I didn't even see the tape, and I just said what it said.
Yeah, he was.
You know damn well what your ass was getting.
So
into
that bitch ass nigga.
You went into the room with your ex. That's the reason why she your ex.
So he running around here acting like he the victim.
He not
crying on TV, showing domestic violence videos when he was the aggressor the whole time. So he gonna get the bitch ass nigga alert. We gotta do that. So he gonna get the bitch ass. Now I see why people always pick on this nigga. This nigga is a clown.
He is.
Y'all be saying Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry. Russell Wilson is a clown because he loves Sierra. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga Bow Wow, I think he get the lame of the millennium.
Definitely.
Man,
he get the lame of the millennium.
Big time lame.
You can have a ton of money sitting on a pile of that motherfucker and still be a clown.
Damn, we ain't even talk about that because like Russell Wilson done bought Sierra her whole masters and shit. Like,
damn, Skippy.
I need me a Russell Wilson, my nigga.
Yeah.
He bought her whole catalog for her.
Fuck yeah.
They married.
They're married.
Yeah.
But yes, but people still saying he's a lame though.
So what? That's his wife.
That's
exactly.
his wife.
People be saying he a square.
Well, call it what you want.
We said that last week.
That's his
Sierra.
wife. Okay.
That's his wife.
If
Yes.
that was still his boy. If they still was playing boyfriend and girlfriend, she did her thing. She done came up.
That's a real man.
She definitely upgraded.
Can't be mad at her for that.
Real bitches knew she upgraded when she started fucking with him. Real bitches knew she upgraded when she started fucking with him.
A man is supposed to change your circumstances, change your life for the better.
So if she knew when she fucking with him, why she keep trying to drag future name to the mud then?
Listen, but the thing is this.
Because he was dragging her name
Wait,
through
that's
the
what I'm
mud.
saying. People keep saying it's her. It's this bitch ass nigga that be all
you
over
say
the place
that?
talking about Sierra.
Why you say that?
That's him.
First of all,
he is the one that's always talking about
he
this girl.
went to the game. He went to one of Russell
That
Wilson's
nigga,
game.
trust
He was
me.
like, and he fucking put that bitch on live. This
That
was
nigga
years
is
ago. He put that bitch on live. He's like,
Well-
I'm out here, and he tweeted that bitch. He's like, I'm
Well-
here as
To
Sierra
me,
baby
Future.
daddy.
To me, Future act like the bitter one.
Yeah,
Future remind me of my baby
I'm
daddy.
here as
Bitter as
fucking,
fuck.
what's the name, to support my baby mama baby daddy.
Let me tip.
Yeah, nah, that nigga always on some shit, and he's a horrible person. Like as far as in relationships, he can give nobody relationship advice.
He shit on all his hoes.
Nigga, you got 2 babies that's born like back to back.
He shit on all.
You
his
got
hoes.
multiple baby mothers. You got no stability.
He shit on all.
Basic
of
right now. You paying.
That nigga's a superstar.
You paying, superstar for
He's a
Rocco
superstar.
because all of that money going to Rocco. It's like, get your shit
He's
together,
a
nigga.
superstar.
Become
Don't
a
tell
man.
me that.
Become a man. You embarrassed to say you stopped drinking lean to say that motherfuckers is not going to support you when that's the right thing to do to uplift your people. Nigga, you's a lame. You get the lame ass nigga of the millennium
For
award.
real.
That These niggas is bitches, bruh.
Let me step myself out that shit.
These niggas is bitches.
Future, I would like to try to defend you in every aspect
fuck that
of the
nigga.
God code, but you know,
and for me, I listen to somewhat of these niggas' music because I try to separate, but
I like Future though, man. I'm not gonna front. I like him. Though.
I don't know. I haven't heard his new stuff or whatever like that, but
I haven't heard it either. But I like Future. I mean,
from what
for me
DJ
to comment,
and I also like Sierra and Russell Wilson.
Yo, for me to comment, I'm not a nigga who could say, oh, he did this and he did that. I mean, I can't be here to sit here and be the judge of his situation or whatever the case may be. But you know, I mean, I like it. I like his music. I like him. You know, I guess as a person or whatever the case may be.
No, there's no person. You like his music.
But,
you
like
like his entertainment. I
can't co-sign for everything else he does.
This nigga got multiple kids with multiple baby mothers. He's not a role model. He's not the definition of raising kings. He does not stand for anything to do with this podcast. All he does is he used to promote drugs and a bunch of bullshit.
So basically, what you say? All he do is go in and shoot girls' clubs up.
Yes.
Shoot their shit up. Leave bodies in their spot.
Yeah.
And dip on their ass.
And then dip on their ass, exactly. Yeah. He leaves no family structure for no kid to raise no kids. Yeah. Why would you want to have kids with this man when it's not going to be a family structure?
It's not going to be a family structure. He don't have a family with now one of his bitches.
I'm not even going to try to comment.
Like I was saying,
I don't consider him a king. He gonna have to, you know, he gonna have to grow as a man. He's gonna have to grow, and I don't see that happening.
Anyway, the DJ
I just see him as
an
immature little boy.
Was the same thing.
Wow.
All of his records is the same thing.
Same shit. The same shit.
Rapping fast.
How
long? Of his records,
how long has this nigga been in the music industry doing the same shit? Look at 21 Savage. 21 Savage already done start to show growth.
He definitely did.
He started to show
Savage,
growth.
I'm telling you, I was not
expecting that from him.
I was not looking for that young nigga's music or whatever, but I've seen him in a few interviews, and I've seen some things he said was quite intelligent as a man, even with all the tattoos on his face and things like that. I was like, wow, this nigga's really trying to transition.
At some point, people have to grow and transition because you're not a youngin' no more, man.
And he definitely did, man. And it really hurt me to my soul to even see, like, he was on TV and his kids is at home. Oh, my daddy's on TV. Yo, this nigga has kids, girls, man, that he's trying to raise and try to provide for. He is the provider of his family.
Yeah.
For these people to try to deport him and not try to rectify on some paperwork situation.
Yes, it's bullshit.
It's just a terrible situation.
He's a taxpayer.
Yeah,
so
man.
He's
contributed to society, contributed to the American fabric of this community or whatever you want to call it, man.
Let me tell you something.
It's not a good thing to deport him.
I mean, although it came from J. Cole, but it gave me a different level of respect for him as well. It was his time to have his kids. He had studio sessions set up.
Right.
He took his kids. His kids were in the studio with him and J. Cole. And J. Cole said, you know what? All they did was sat there and talk. They didn't even record. J. Cole admired him so much because he had his kids with him. You know what I'm saying? So they sat and they talked about some real grown man shit. That's when you have growth. You don't got niggas still talking about popping perkies and they ain't even popping perkies.
I just really hope with Jay-Z being a part of his legal team and trying to help him.
Yeah, I do hope it work out for him.
I really hope, man. I really hope he get from up under this rock and be able to go back to his family and provide for his family and things like that. I really would hate to see him get deported.
Black Lives Matter, bro.
But these crackers out here are so nasty and so dirty. They don't really give a damn.
Our kings, they mean everything.
They don't really give a damn.
Our kings mean everything.
Long as they could get one of our kings and try to destroy him any which way, any shape, form, or fashion, they feel like it's a victory to them.
It is a victory.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's their whole plight against us.
With the exposure, and we keep talking about it, even we put it on our Instagram about, trying to help, bring attention to the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm going to say it again and again. Not just 21 Savage. You have people out here right now as we speak in hiding. They refuse, scared to come outside. Yeah. Because they think,
bless you.
Hey, you jokers better say bless me too. Better say bless me too.
He always say that.
But like I said, man, it's an unfortunate situation with 21 Savage, man. I just hope that they can find a remedy to that situation where he don't have to be deported. But I just have a feeling inside of me that they're gonna try to use him as an example to show that we getting all these fucking nigga rappers
It's
out
not
of
just
here.
Mexicans.
You know, it's not just Mexicans. We got a big fish, which is this nigga rapper, this nigga rapper from Chicago that we can just get him out of here to show that we're not playing.
Wait,
we're not
from
being
Chicago.
racist.
From Atlanta.
We're doing it to all people.
Yo, Atlanta, Chicago,
But remember, Lil Baby, they had locked up Lil Baby, and it was another rapper. So they basically saying it's like a conspiracy going on against rappers.
I just really hope. I just hope that we could just keep the conversation going and put the exposure on it, and hopefully that we could stop this situation from happening, from breaking up this black family and a real king, father who's raising little queens,
right?
You understand what I'm saying? To separate them from their father, man. It's just a terrible situation, and I hope we can rectify that.
Let's hit home with that. My sister, she posted something of a father coming to his home with the baby mama and a son answering the door, and she videotaping the whole thing to put it on live on Facebook or IG or whatever the fuck it was. And basically, she asked the father for the money to get the son his school supplies. Instead, the father came to the door.
He bought the school supplies.
He bought the school supplies, whatever it was he needed. He needed the 3-ring binder. He needed pencils, the number 2 pencils. He needed the little posties. Every fucking thing that little boy needed,
he bought
for his school. He bought it and he handed it to him. He gave it to him.
But
and
she's
on live videotaping saying, "See, this is why you can't be fucked up with these broke ass niggas. Fuck these motherfucking niggas. Be careful who you have kids from." And he's like, "Why you doing this to me, bruh?" He's like, "I brought you everything that he said that he needed for his school." She's like, "So what, fucking nigga? I told you to bring me the money." He was like, "So just because I ain't bring you the money, you mad at me? You won't let me see my son?
Because she wanted to go buy weed. She wanted to go get a wig done.
Yeah, this is.
She wanted the money. Let's talk about that shit at home.
Yo, let me tell you something.
A lot of these women are wrong too. We're not just gonna go on the man. It's some bitch ass. It's just some bitch ass men, women out here too.
It's not just the government. It's not just the white men that's taking the black men out of the homes. It's our own black women taking our own black men out of the homes. It's not just the white people.
The thing is, it got like the bitterness got to stop. It doesn't matter what you may feel that the person did to you, or what the person felt that you may have done to them. At the end of the day, if y'all share a child in common, it shouldn't matter. As long as you're doing for your kid,
right?
You taking care of the necessary things that you need to do. Be a father or be a good mother, and that's all that should matter, right? A lot of people hold too much bitterness, and it's unnecessary.
It's bitterness and it's hurt feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a prime example of that. You know, my first daughter's mother. I mean, my daughter's like 23.
I'm a prime example of that too. Right? I'm still going through it. Yeah, I'm still going through it, but I ignore it. I don't worry about it. But my baby daddy don't do shit for my kid.
My daughter's like 23 years old right now, and it's situations. I don't want to go into any type of deep depth, but it's, you know, sometimes, you know, you have people that just, their feelings are just hurt, and they just feel like, damn, this nigga done got away. He's living his life,
right?
And he's being happy, and I'm miserable, or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
And they just feel like they could just fucking put in heartache. But the thing about it is, you're not really hurting the dude, man. You hurting the child, man.
Right. Absolutely. At all times.
Because that child, you know, needs that father. And I mean, like you said, it may not be money, but it might just be the support fact of just knowing that my father's there for me,
right?
And knowing that he can come and bring me some school supplies or whatever the case may be.
He was so happy to see his daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
He was so happy to see his daddy. He was so happy to see his daddy. He didn't give a fuck about that school supplies. He didn't give a fuck about
I remember once
he was like, "What's up, Dad?
Yeah, that's all he want to do. It's the memories.
Hey, Dad.
It's not about the material shit. It's just about the time spent with these kids. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I remember a time, and that shit hurt me to my core. I can still remember like it was yesterday. And, you know, I was living down here in Florida. And, you know, they still lived up in New York and stuff like that. And I haven't seen my daughter in a while. And I was like, damn, let me go over there and let me pick her up from school.
Yeah.
And it'll make her feel good because she was in school. I know what time she gets off from school. And me and her mother wasn't together no more at the time. But I used to do it all the time.
Yeah. Right.
And one time I went up to the school to go, you know, I came up to back to NY and shit to go pick my daughter up and stuff like that. And I went to go pick her up.
You wasn't on that list.
not only was I on the list, they went and called her mother, and it was like, oh,
wow.
and her mother was like, oh, don't give it to her. Why would you do that, man?
That's some
And
bullshit.
my daughter's there crying, she's in tears. Why would you do that? You hurting you're not just
Let me tell you
hurting.
something.
Okay, you hurting me, but you hurting the
also
child
hurting
even
your
more.
child.
I'm talking about to this day. My daughter's 23 years old. To this day, she's scarred from that shit.
Wow.
She still suffers from it, and I tend to ask myself sometimes too, like, damn,
What
could I
could you
have
have
done
done?
more?
Yeah.
Could I, did I really abandon her? Did I really? And I thought I was doing something good because I thought the fighting and craziness in the house that was going on between me and her
wasn't
mother
good for the child.
wasn't good for the child.
that's the same thing
So that's
that
what made me back off from that. You know what I'm saying? But in turn, it really did hurt my.
Don't
daughter.
never stop fighting for your kid. My thing is
know?
this. That's the same situation with me. Like, I felt like I did everything that I could to like really like avoid me from having interaction with this man.
Right.
I bought my son a phone solely for him to be able to contact,
Right.
but it's always the text, the nasty text messages be coming to my phone for no reason. Like, nigga, we ain't been together in like 5 years.
Right.
What the fuck does it matter who dick I'm sucking?
Ah.
But it always reverts back to that. Bitch,
Right.
you this,
Right,
you this,
right,
you this, you this.
right.
Nigga, you ain't send shit for your kid in how long? So what does it matter who dick I'm sucking?
Right.
What does it matter? Like, if you gonna do for your kid,
Do for your
worry
kid.
about your kid. I offered, I'm like, yo, you ain't gotta give me no information. I will book the ticket myself. I will pay for the ticket. You just let me know what state, what airport. I will fly him out there personally myself. You pick him up from the airport. The only thing I require when he get out there is you let me know his well-being, how he is, why he there. Don't try to block me from talking to my son or nothing like that. I done tried every opportunity. Fuck you, bitch. You gonna try to set me up and blah, 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 blah.
You know what it is too?
Bitter
It's-
people
it's-
need to get it together.
Right, and it's not only that.
You can't do
It's the
nothing about bitter
fact.
people.
It's the fact that it's the rejection of you not being with him and you not
Yeah,
wanting to be with him
that's really
anymore
what it is.
and things like that. Because when I made up my mind and I was tired of the breakup, the makeup, and I
Yeah.
decided. And I'm telling you,
And it's
if it
not
wasn't-
healthy, man.
I'm gonna tell
It's
you
not a
something.
healthy situation.
If it wasn't for my child and my daughter's mother, I probably wouldn't be in. I probably wouldn't be in Florida.
Yeah.
I probably would still be in New York
New
right
York,
now as
yeah.
we speak. But I just knew that I didn't want to do that no more. I didn't want to play the break up the makeup, and I didn't want to be together. So that's the reason why I said, you know what? The only way for me to really get away from her is for me to just leave the state.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was unfortunate because my daughter suffered from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with me not being there, of course I talked to her on the phone, but it's different.
It's different, yeah.
Me
It's
physically
different.
being there. You
It's
know what I'm
different.
saying?
Yes.
And she
It's
expressed that to me in a lot of different on a lot of different occasions. And I really never realized, like, damn, how it really affected her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we made the decision, because sometimes I tell myself too, and I even think about it from now, I'm like, damn. I realize the trials and tribulations I put my daughter through, my oldest one through, and I told myself I would never do that to my youngest ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would never leave them
Right.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes as adults, we tend to make decisions for ourselves,
Yourself and not
we
for our
don't really
children.
think about how it's going to affect the kids or affect whoever else is involved. We just do what's best for us.
Hold on. We're
You
going
know?
to come right back. We're going to come right back and finalize these last thoughts.
That's right. Okay.
All right. So you think, because that's the same thing I will always say. You know, when my father, after his whole stint with, you know, going to prison and stuff like that, you know, you kind of have some resentment with saying, oh, well, you could have came back here, but you chose to go to New York and you started a whole nother family, had a whole bunch of other kids, and you was there for them other kids. Or what happened to us here? Although we holidays and summertimes we will always go up there, but it's still a difference because it's like, nigga, you there for them kids, but what about us here?
Right.
It forms some kind of resentment. So you don't think that your daughter felt some sort of resentment?
No, but see, at that time, I didn't really have no other kids. It was only
Okay.
her.
Oh, yeah, it was
so
her
I
for a
didn't,
long
I didn't have other kids
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be, and I didn't have no real intentions of doing that. But I mean, I just realized after the fact that what the damage that was caused
Yeah.
between me and her mother that was caused upon her.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And from time to time, you know, when me and her get into our little tiff or whatever, she's an adult now, whatever the case may be, but she would bring it up. She would think about the times that I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And she really truly felt like I abandoned her.
Yeah.
And I was really thinking like, damn, I thought I was doing a good thing.
Yeah, what's best for her.
Was best for her
Yeah.
and not really having the
Yeah.
arguments and all the
Exactly.
craziness in the house
Exactly.
between me and her mom.
Exactly.
But, you know, I mean, It's
Man,
it's
you
a lesson.
can't-
It's a lesson learned.
You can't really hold yourself for that because like that's the same thing with me. I try to suck up my
No,
pride
I mean,
too.
it's not really
and
me
reach
holding
out
myself-
to certain people. I mean, to this dude and be like, "Yo, let's try to squash it." And I always get the bitch, fuck you,
But
fuck
you know
suck
what?
my
Let me
dick,
tell you
da, da, da,
something.
da. So I'm not with it no more.
It's-
So it may sound petty, but he blocked forever. I don't want to have nothing to do with
Yeah.
him, and that's it.
No, it's understandable.
That shit could
It's
sell.
not really me blaming myself for it, but I do have to take some type of responsibility for the fact of making certain decisions that affected my daughter.
Yeah, 'cause you
that
could have
she
done
had no control over. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And that's the only thing I'm saying is that we just tend to make decisions for us that's convenient for us at
For
the
us,
time
yeah.
and not really realizing how it may affect
Right.
our kids who's involved in that transition or whatever the fuck we going
Exactly,
through.
because in the beginning
You know
when
what I'm
y'all
saying?
first break up, it's always gonna be that bitter back and forth.
Yeah.
That's both of y'all arguing.
Because it was really a hard
horrible,
situation.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you, my daughter, she see me like I was like everything to her. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
of course,
when I was
her
away and
father.
I didn't come around, I wasn't there. The first thing she would do, and her mother was like, "Damn, why would she cry for you? And I'm with her every day, and she don't cry for me like that." I don't know what it is, but
It's
that's just what it
you
is
know,
as me
it's-
being her dad or
it's
whatever
your
the case may
father,
be. I don't
exactly, it's your
know.
father, you
To
know?
this day, me and her may have an argument. We talking, and she'll start dropping tears in a minute when she see I'm upset or I'm not happy with what the fuck she's doing or whatever the case may be. I don't know what it is. She been there like
It's
this.
just
She been like that since she was a
it's
kid.
your father because you always want that that security
Right.
from like your mother could instill certain things with you as a woman, but
Right.
you always want that security from your father.
Right.
That basically shows you like, okay, it's your mother can tell you, yeah, you doing it good, but when your daddy give you that sense of approval, it's like that's everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Like, even my daughter's older now. She could be with her mother, but she moved down here when she was like, she moved back down here with me. When she was in her teens or whatever, she lived with me. You know what I'm saying? But it just goes to show the circle how it happens. You expect like, the mother was trying to do her hardest to keep,
Right.
to keep her, keep my
Right.
daughter away from me. But still in all, it just drove her closer to me to want to be around me. You understand
it's
what I'm
always
saying?
gonna be that way.
And I mean, it's just something to think about with parents as kids, man. Again, I'm going to say, as parents and as adults, we just tend to make certain decisions for our kids at the time where we don't really realize those decisions are convenient for us,
Right, exactly.
but we don't really think about how it affects the kids in the long run.
But what I could add to that, it's never too late to make it right. Because you
No,
see,
you're right. It don't.
you
It
do.
doesn't.
It's
It
a
doesn't.
different situation now.
No,
You know
it
what I'm
is
saying?
different. But don't get me wrong. The shit just still does come up at
Yeah.
times.
But every day
It
you
don't
gon-
come
you
up.
work on it.
It don't come up all the time. But it tends to come up in certain situations where my daughter may feel, well, I felt like you wasn't there for me, or I felt like you abandoned me, and I would never want to make her feel like I abandoned
Right.
her and didn't want to
But
be
at
with
least
her.
you're here for her to talk to
Oh,
and
yeah, no
express those
question.
feelings, and you could always reassure her.
Oh, no question.
And that's the only that's
and
the
it's
good thing.
different.
Some
and
people
it's
not
still
there at all. They just like, fuck
and
that
don't get
shit,
me wrong.
fuck you,
Yeah.
bitch.
It's
fuck
still
that.
it's
That's
still
it.
kind of hard for her too, because again, I'm in a whole totally different relationship. I'm
Yeah.
married to a whole completely different person. I have three other kids or whatever the case may be. And it is her. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could be kind of hard to have that transition for her to understand, like, I love her just the same. She's my firstborn, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still wanting to, I still want to give her whatever she wants or whatever I could help her with. I want to do
But
that
the whole
for her.
point is you're still there, and it's a working process. As long as y'all
yeah.
breathing, y'all can always work through it.
Yeah,
and
no
that's
question.
right.
And that's the best thing.
I'm gonna tell you straight up and down, real talk. When she graduated, when she was coming out, like she came back and forth, like she was down here for high school. She did like her 11th grade or whatever, and then she went back up to her mom and she graduated up there.
Yeah.
I hated it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather my daughter be here with me
Yeah.
and stay with me or whatever the
Exactly.
case may be, so we could have that relationship or whatever. We could discuss it. I hated the fact, but now she's here with me permanently or whatever the case may be. She has her own life and she has her own place and things like that. But I get to see her all the time and things like that.
Exactly. That's what I say.
But,
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
You
And
know,
I'm not gonna say
everybody
I'm the
have their
best
feelings.
motherfucker, because I could be really inconsiderate sometime and not really understand and
Human
don't really
nature.
notice it. I could be not inconsiderate, but insensitive, I would say.
human
You know what I'm
nature.
saying? You know, but you know, it's all a work in progress. But I'm just saying,
exactly.
You know, we just have to be aware of the things that we do sometimes of making decisions for ourselves.
Exactly.
That think it's
And
convenient for us, and not really think about our kids.
I know in my situation, I think I've exhausted all my options. We're trying to make that right.
Well, you got some people that even
I can't deal with that no more.
Like even with my daughters, I
can't subject my kid to that.
Even with my daughter's mother, like we never had. I mean, after that situation, it's just no communication at all. And sometimes my daughter would take advantage of that. There was times where, being that she knew we didn't communicate, she could be in the middle. She could tell me something about her or tell me something about me
and get away
with it. And then she playing both sides of the table. She's done that before. Right. But that's the things I'm saying. As adults, when we're raising kids, we have to be able, come together. Even though I don't have to like your ass, I can't stand you.
You still in a partnership
and hate the fuck out of you. But
you still in a partnership for a lifetime.
When there's kids involved, we have to be able to communicate to raise our kids
for life.
Again,
it's not until 18; it's for life.
Again, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm gonna bring this up again, and we spoke about it. Erykah Badu, Andre 3000. They're not together. They're not. They want. They're not together no more. But look what they accomplished together. They found a way to be able to raise a king to get him into college. It might have been bumps and bruises. They never say it might have been easy. We don't know. We just from the outside looking in.
But guess what?
But they did it together. And then you could see them taking pictures together with their son. And they both of them are there together. And he's off going to college. And things like that. So those are things that we need to look at.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it was all peaches and cream, but they did it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And as adults, when you have kids, we just can't be selfish and just think of ourselves and be like, man, fuck you and fuck me. And the kid is just running wild.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what happened with my daughter. Because me and her mother never had that communication.
Yeah.
I just cut her off and she cut me off and there was no communication.
That's what it was.
And it was good in one way, but then again, it's still a detriment to the kid.
It still affected the kid. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
I understand because I feel like that's what it was with me and him. But like I said, I've already tried to figure out some ways
it's understandable
to fix it. Because when I realized, damn, this is not right.
Right.
Like, at least to have like some type of happy medium to where it'd be like, all right, your kid gonna come here or communicate. Well, your son not doing this or this and that. To have that little mutual understanding where we still have to
we can still function. You can still fucking operate as a
shit
co-parenting.
That shit ain't gonna happen. He clearly not trying to make it happen. And I'm tired of being verbally abused by this man. Yes, I suck dick.
That's true.
But it shouldn't matter if I do or not.
Right.
But you're not
yes, I get banged the fuck out.
You're not sucking mine.
Yes, I get the fuck banged out of my ass.
Yours.
But it's not yours. It shouldn't matter.
Exactly.
That is not your problem anymore, bruh. Get over it. Yes, I like it. I love it.
No.
What the meme said? When do you start calling your man daddy?
Yeah, when he lift
When he
your
put
ass
your legs
up.
up like this?
Yes,
Oh
and
my
change
God.
that
Change
pamper.
that shit like a pamper.
Look at her.
Yes.
Look at her. Look at what the fuck she doing.
But that's what it is, man. We got to do better for us. It's Black History Month. Let's make the black race
better.
And
for the rest of the month, we're going to talk about Black History Month.
Black History is all month.
What's going on to keep us aware of our Black history.
Because
history. Our Black history is rich.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers are trying to bury it, but it can't be buried.
Never.
It's facts.
Let's keep this going. Just like how the Jews won't allow you to forget about the Holocaust.
That's right.
We're not going to allow you guys to forget about slavery and Black history.
And our Black history is just not 1 month. Our Black history is every month.
We are owed our reparations. We built this country.
We have to understand that we are kings and queens. Right. We are gods, my God.
Yeah.
We are gods and goddesses.
Walk in your light.
This is what we are. There's no way you can get around it. That's just what it is.
Ain't no way
around
it.
Go back. Don't take it from me. I'm just a jerk off just talking. Just a jerk off just talking. Go back in our history and look at it, man.
Yeah.
We come from royalty. We come from kings, queens. Go back.
Put your crowns
go
on,
back
sisters.
to Egypt. Look at it. Look at it. It's there. It's
the
all
history
there.
is proven. It's fact. It's history. But when it comes to Black history, they make it like it's. They act as if it's fiction. But we're gonna keep on pushing the narrative here. We thank you guys for tuning into the Raising Kings podcast. Remember, Raising Kings Tuesdays every Tuesday.
Hashtag.
Not just Raising King Tuesdays, goddammit. We
Raising
talk about
Kings every day.
It's called Executive Time Tuesdays.
Oh God.
And I'm so
Executive
sorry.
Time Tuesdays,
This Tuesday, y'all gonna get a double dose. I had a lot going on personally. I couldn't get the show edited on time and put up, but y'all gonna have 2 episodes in one for this Tuesday.
That's right.
So love me, love us.
We doing the Donald Trump. Don't bite my line now. We calling it Executive Time Tuesdays, goddammit. Executive Time Tuesdays. We fucking off right now.
Yes.
Executive
Make sure
Time
y'all
Tuesdays.
tune in, like, share, subscribe.
Yes,
Hit us
sir.
up on RaisingKingsPodcast@gmail.com.
That's
Raising
right.
Kings PC on
We
Twitter.
gonna have shirts.
Right.
Raising Kings Podcast.
Executive Time Tuesdays.
Facebook.
Raising Kings Podcast.
Instagram. We on everything. Just hit us up, man.
Sounds
Make sure
good.
you go on the
No
YouTube
doubt.
page, you subscribe, you hit us up. We got the shirts on sale. Get them in black or white or customize them. $25.
Absolutely. Hit us up. And don't forget, we not forgetting y'all. We gonna have this phone set up soon.
Yes.
Where y'all
Live
gonna be
with
able to
Lady
call
Love.
in
Live with Lady
and
Love.
really be
Live
able to
with
talk
Lady
to us
Love.
live. Absolutely live with Lady Love. You gonna call in?
You know
ask
it's gonna
us
be on and
questions,
popping.
Relationship questions, sex
On
talk questions.
and
Get your sex
popping.
life popping and shit like that.
On and popping.
We're gonna have that so y'all can call in and talk to us. You understand what I'm saying? But again, if you know better, you do better. It's
Exactly.
Black History Month.
Black History.
We're gonna stay on that. Keep it popping. We out of
Black
here.
History. And this is the checkout. This is your girl Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
This is Hefe.
And we up out of here. Raising Kings Podcast.
Good night.